The COVID case that plunged the New South Wales North Coast into lockdown was a crew member on the reality TV show I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The Byron, Kempsey and Tweed LGAs are now under a 7-day lockdown as a result of the case. The woman was an authorised worker but did not follow stay-at-home orders while in the area, visiting a number of venues while infectious in the community.
The concern and what our local public health team are doing up there is about a number of exposures in the Byron Bay area, a number of shops, as well as some restaurants and pubs in the Tweed area as well. So I urge the residents of that northern New South Wales area and Byron Bay and Tweed LGAs in particular to have a look out for exposure venues that are listed.
State Liberal MP Catherine Cusack is demanding Health Minister Brad Hazzard resign over the lockdown, accusing him of failing regions where vaccination rates remain low. Just 55% of Byron Shire residents have had one vaccine dose and only 31% are fully vaccinated. A lot of that's not the Health Minister's fault though. By contrast, 83% of the state has now had one dose and 54% are fully vaccinated.
Lockdowns.
Byron Bay is back in lockdown, along with Kempsey and Tweed local government areas. It's after a worker who had a valid permit flew to the region from Sydney on a Virgin flight. As part of the working arrangement, the person was routinely tested using rapid antigen testing on arrival, which came back negative. Subsequent PCR tests returned a positive result. No other cases have been detected in the region. But because of the number and nature of exposure sites identified, a lockdown will be in place for 7 days.
Public Health will be out encouraging, obviously, testing. And I certainly, as Health Minister, encourage everybody in those areas to take this very seriously.
The state recorded 1,022 cases in the latest reporting period, after dipping into the 900s on Monday. There were 10 more deaths related to COVID. 1,266 people are in hospital. 244 of those are in intensive care. Despite the rise in cases, a friends bubble is now allowed for children and teenagers.
Because our vaccination rates have now reached such a high level that it's now acceptable for a limited number of young people to be able to come to one of their friends' houses and to be able to stay there and to do what young people want to do.
Each child is allowed to have 2 designated friends to come to their house, so long as all adults involved are fully vaccinated, and it must be within your local area.
They want to be able to see their friends, they want to be able to do it safely, and the reason they want to do that is for their own wellness.
Children and young people definitely want to do the right thing and also be able to socialise, because lockdown is incredibly isolating for everyone.
Here at the CFMEU headquarters in Sydney, a significant police presence. Police say they're proactively patrolling the area to avoid similar scenes of what we're seeing in Melbourne. They've blocked off the street in front of the headquarters, at least 100 officers here, not including those on horseback.
If they have a view, express it courteously and courteously and publicly if they wish, and express it to their union, but don't behave the way they did yesterday. It was actually appalling.
Construction sites will return to 100% capacity from Monday, September 27, up from 50%. Workers from Sydney's 12 COVID red zones will need to be vaccinated to attend a site outside of their LGA. Kenny Heatley, Sky News, Sydney.